Go
Yes, my brother, how you doing?
How are you? So just doing a bit of shout outs there. Watching from Cape Town, East London, I can see you there. Chitungwiza, Swaziland, Statenda Liwaya, I can see you there. So guys, our guest is here, MudiwaHood. We promised he's here, ready to inspire you guys. So we just want to know where you're watching us from. Iraq. How are you, Rukudzo? Good evening. We were so excited. Tafaz were there. Marvelous Rubaya. Lovely stuff from Kwapulawa. So what I want you to do, I want you to share this video. Share this video. Share this video. Many people have to be inspired. And in the background there, that's my good friend Mdiwa here playing Daita Mari. My favorite song, Daita Mari. I love that song. So beautiful. Hello guys, Mildred there. Inspires over here. Definitely, this is going to be very inspiring. Admire. We can see from KZN there, from Tinwald. I can see you. Animal from Johannesburg, Gladys Smith, Mildred. So I want you to invite a friend, please. Invite a friend. Today is going to be off the hook. Be inspired from Highlands. Salome Chitio I can see you there. Ready Team Kwadzana. My favorites. MudiwaHood, Marvelous Rubaya. Hi, Mudiwa. It's greeting you there, Mudiwa. That's marvelous. Vilam says hashtag big fish. Good evening from Previ, Masia, Dubai. I can see you there, Lina Bunu, Agnes Chenika, Hobe Rejoice. So, guys, I want you to invite as many friends as possible. I want them to watch this thing live. From Dubai, I can see Lil Moyo there, retired teacher Dan Elliott from South Africa. Lovely stuff. And MudiwaHood, Daita Mari. You need to listen to the song. I love it. It's always on repeat. You need to affirm yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks for the show. That's Tinashe Desterium. So I can see many more people tagging each other. So I want us to tag. We're going to start now as soon as we reach 200. We're now 192. So let's invite more people. Let's invite. Share on your pages. Share on your groups. Houston, Texas. My mentor, Mr. Pedro Scativo there. It's always an honor having you on the broadcast. Laina Manjingwa, lovely stuff. Inviting more and more. Beautiful. Come on. Very powerful. We've already crossed the 200. So, guys, today I'm so excited to be inviting a man I respect so much. I've met him. I've learned a lot from him. I've had the privilege of seeing the side many of you guys don't know. He's a transformational speaker. Last week, I think we were together. I think it was last week. And, I was talking to my young brother. And, it was very inspiring. Thank you so much for that. The young man was really, really inspired, really changed. And so what I want us to do today, guys, is to take our notebooks. So I want to get a notebook. We're going to learn. And I love the topic here, shut up and make money. I hope you'll be able to see this. Light is too much, yeah. So this is MudiwaHood's book, Shut Up and Make Money. We'll try to post the better image. I was reading this book. The black vision is coming out nicer from the light here. I was reading this book. I really enjoyed the way we're talking about friendships. That you should make money and don't inherit enemies. Like you shouldn't, just inherit. I love the depth of this wisdom, in particular how you emphasize that people don't necessarily have to come from brilliant backgrounds in order for them to do anything significant. And I really love how you share your story in this book. So guys, I want you to grab a copy of this book. I want you to grab a copy of this book. You will be transformed. You will be inspired. And so, Mgoba, I don't think
yes, I'm here.
You are a man who has done so much, and you see your level of organization. I wish many of our musicians can actually come to your level. You've got your degree, you've got your MBA, Masters in Business Administration. Now you're doing your PhD in finance. For me, I think it's really, really inspiring that you're just not a guy who is singing there, but you're a guy who is actually up to inspiring and transforming your life. So the topic, shut up and make money. What is your inspiration for this?
Shut up and make money.
Yeah.
Well, I think I once spoke to you and I told you that the biggest problem that we have in today's youth is that there's so much noise.
You're right.
Be it on social media. Instead of us trying to network, a lot of people, we are insulting, offending, and trash talking those who actually have made it. So
right.
when I was looking at social media, I actually realized that the biggest problem that we are having as Africans is that those who have made it, we never give them credit for making it. It's either they are thieves, they have juju, they have corruption, everything. I'll give you an example. In America, Jay-Z is Illuminati. Bill Gates is a hard worker. So we have when they see Jay-Z, a black man making it, he's Illuminati. When they see a white man making it, no. This one is a hard worker. So at the end of the day, I said to myself, you know what? We are having big problems as Africans, the way we think. We need to understand that there are people who are not politically inclined to any party who can actually make it. There are people who have got straight path who can actually have a course that you can actually trace and still make it. So I said to myself, you know what is it that I can actually say that can capture audience, that can capture people's attention and understand? Then I realized that, you know what, I need to tell these people to shut up and make money.
You know, I remember that day when we were taking the drive. You give me quite a number of examples where people would actually have made lots and lots of money. And they decided to just be shh and make money.
Yes, I won't say the names, but there are a lot of business people in Zimbabwe who had $1 million deals that were about to manifest, right? But the moment they shared on social media that I'm involved in this deal, everybody attacked them. Are we together? When they attacked them, the deal didn't go through. So that's one thing you then realize now in life, that you need to shut up and make money. You don't. The world does not need to know everything that you're doing.
Yeah. You see, the point you're actually emphasizing is it's actually okay to actually work hard even in silence and let the progress speak for you. Because you see, many people actually talk a lot and there's very little progress. And you're talking about loud mouth. That you can't ignore a loud mouth, but you can also ignore a person who is making success. Go on, there's something that I need you to tell people about your background. You see, a person who sees you now, they are quick to say that you went to your group A schools, you went to this very expensive school. Well, see, with a topic like this, shut up and make money. The temptation for people to conclude that you were given life, you were given everything on a silver platter, I think it's quite high. And I want you to speak to somebody. Where is MudiwaHood coming from?
You know what, my brother? It's quite humbling that because I've shared stage with you, especially when we're having our talks. Especially, remember when we're having transformational talks, even in Masvingo, we've traveled different places together.
True.
When you were sharing your background with people, telling them that you come from Masvingo and you had a very humble background, I said to myself, you know what? Why is it that those who come from very humble backgrounds are so motivated to speak, are so motivated to motivate others? I do believe that we kind of share the same story as far as our background is concerned. Mine is, I'm a ghetto boy, and I come from Chitungwiza. My brother, Chitungwiza, where I come from, is a real ghetto.
Wow.
I'll explain this, understand this. At night, we had to agree, all of us, to say, you know what? We just have to deal with it. At night, we never used to sleep.
Wow.
The only time that we couldn't hear Mugomo Ichigadzirwa Tagarara That's the time you're going to fight Namo or something. They're now singing. They're no longer cheap. But noise was inevitable. It was unavoidable. Wow. So at the end of the day, I grew up by I had no peace. Noise was just part of the day. It was part of the night. It was everything. Leaving my house from my gate, there was a sewage that was flowing, a river of sewage. I had to jump when I was going to school. I went to a primary school called Zidzai.
Wow.
It was 6 primary school in Chitungweza.
Yep.
Yes. So when I went to this primary school, I then went to a high school called Nyazura.
Yep.
So all these schools, because mission schools. I said yoga. But my own family right now, they don't understand why I don't like beans. On Monday, I used to eat beans.
Wow.
On Tuesday, we would eat samp and beans. On Wednesday, we would eat rice and beans. On Thursday, we would eat salads and beans. On Friday, because it was about the Sabbath, we would eat rice and beans. Saturday, because it was actual Sabbath, you would then choose between samp and beans. People don't understand why I don't like beans right now. But I'll tell you the truth. I don't know, but I don't know how I can explain it, but I never had good life handed over to me. I had to go for it. Wow. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you're so down to such an extent that you have hit rock bottom, that there is no other way but to go up?
You're right.
Are we together? So I do understand those who probably throw me, get frustrated. But I'll tell you the truth, my brother Arthur, I'm not apologetic. I know where I come from. That's why I always tell people that where you come from has nothing to do with where you're going. My dad is a bus driver. My mom is a housewife.
Wow.
I knew the times when we were at high school or university, I knew that every time when they call to say, those who haven't paid fees, please come forward. I never used to wait for the teacher to pick me up. I knew my dad hasn't paid fees. Not that he didn't want to, but he couldn't. He couldn't afford. So at the end of the day, I remember one day when I was in grade 6, I asked my mom and I said, Mama, why are we poor? So my dad, before he became a bus driver, he was a messenger at a company called Protea Medical Services. So I saw him, I would see him driving a car and I would think, okay, no, this man, my dad maybe owns a company or is a manager. That's when I got to realize, no, my dad is just a driver. And get me right, because we couldn't afford the finest things in life. But let me tell you the truth. With all humility, I would say this. I come from a very poor family, but fortunately, my son comes from a rich family.
Wow.
Things changed. Things changed. If my son could say he comes from a poor family, I would definitely be shocked, because I would then wonder, what exactly is he talking about? He will have everything. My point is to say, where you come from has nothing to do with where you're going. My greatest inspiration was my circumstances. Things that were surrounding me, poverty provoked a reaction in me. I had to react. I had to act and change my ways. I had to make a move and say to myself, enough is enough. That's technically where I'm coming from. And I'll tell you the truth. I do believe right now I need some stunners, some shades, because trust me, my future is too bright. I need to dim the light a little.
You know, I like what I'm sharing. That's pretty much, there's hope for everybody. And you don't choose your background, but you choose your future. You don't choose where you start from.
Yes.
But where you end is entirely actually up to you. And I really love that emphasis, and it's so tremendous. And you know, one of the things that I've been seeing in your book, Ngoma, is how much you've invested in your personal development. That you've grown yourself consistently, and even graduated with the master's cum laude. Cum laude, those who don't know, that's a first class. You've actually graduated with distinction. And I really enjoyed that as I was reading this book. Then there's something that you said, which is very important, about training a child. I think it's a very important point. I want you to speak on that. The importance of training up a child.
Yes, yeah, I think it's it's in the book of Proverbs. Do you realize what, my brother? When I was growing up, when we were in church, we were told that train up a child in the way that they should go, so that when they grow, they will not depart from it. And all the preachers would end there. They would end there. They would end there. It's actually in the book. I think I made sure that it was the first. It was the first statement that I put in my book. I put here the first statement here. I don't know if these other guys can.
It's the introduction. Yes.
So listen up.
22.
Proverbs 22. Advocate, I am not a Christian by convenience. I am a Christian by conviction.
Wow.
So I'm not saved by chance. I'm not saved by chance. So the reason why I had to start with the word of God is because my foundation is in Jesus Christ, and I'm not ashamed.
That's deep.
That's my faith.
Very deep.
So Proverbs 22 verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right? And verse 7 says, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. So you realize that we have been told that we should train our children in the way that they should go. When they grow up, they will not depart from it. What is it that we should teach our children? The Bible was simple. It straight went to verse 7 and said, the rich ruleth over the poor. The borrower is a servant to the lender. So the truth is, what we are ought to teach our children is that the rich ruleth over the poor. And when they master these things, they will not depart from it. Ladies and gentlemen, even Christ said, I became poor so that you may be rich. He understands it. It's just like how God says, with God, all things are possible. Then the same Bible says, money answereth all things. Meaning that money has got a God functionality in it, because we are saying money answereth all things. With God, all things are possible. So at the end of the day, I do believe that Christians, have you ever realized that if you are a Christian and you are poor or you are broke that moment, you will definitely not be comfortable. It's because that's not the natural condition God desires for you to have. God says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, my plans are therefore not to harm you, but to give you an expected end. What is the end that you expect in your life? So at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to correct a lot of people on my introduction is to tell people that they need to understand that, teach your child that my brother, my young brother, my son, whoever, or a daughter, or whatever it is, you need to teach your children that the rich ruleth over the poor. So the borrower is the servant to the lender. That is it that we should teach our children. That's why I had to first use it in the book, Shut Up and Make Money. Even the Bible says that the voice of the poor cannot be heard. A lot of people don't realize that there is nothing wrong with desiring nice things. There is nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong. But you definitely have to put in the work. Money that you're looking for, this is not money that you're supposed to be chasing.
You're right.
What is it that you're supposed to chase? Find solution to problems. Solve the problems. Money will come along.
You see, the point you're saying, Koma, is very interesting. That's also what I'm trying to tell people. You shouldn't chase money. Money is a byproduct.
Yes.
Once you begin to do things right, money is a result.
Who come?
Simple.
Who come?
Meaning your focus should be to do the right things, and the money is a result. You see, I always tell people, if you want to invite Nunzi, you don't have to do a crusade. You know? So just put something Noah. There's no way there. The conditions are right. So I think many people don't understand that you actually need to create the conditions for money. And money is a byproduct. Yes, go on. Someone has been asking here. So right now you've been sharing your story. They're saying you came from a poor family. I want you to clarify. He's saying, is your family still poor? And how is the family changed now because your life has changed?
Well, I will explain. If I say my family is poor, then definitely I would really be insulting the Lord. The Lord blessed us, and we have managed I've managed to empower my family, and my brothers and my sisters empower themselves to such an extent that we are now comfortable. To be very honest, we are now comfortable. But we do have relatives who are extreme cases, like Jinimbi, Kenimbayo, and all the other guys. But I'll tell you the truth. In my family, there is no entitlement. Having a rich relative does not tell you, or you are not entitled to their property. You're not entitled to their richness. So at the end of the day, as much as I could be related to any person who's rich, I've never benefited from them. I don't get any cent from them. The truth is, I work with my own hands. My family, I'll tell you the truth. In my family, what we believe is that's the best possible position that a person can actually hook you up is an advice. That's usually. That's why let me tell you the truth. It means nothing. It means nothing. Millions. That's not the same case. One thing you need to understand in life: if you have a brother who is rich, you are not entitled to their property or to them being rich and probably helping you. Definitely not. So people should understand. My family definitely has done better. We have improved. I help my mom as much as I can. Like I said, understand that my mom is still a housewife. My dad is a bus driver, but of course, right now he drives a very good car, a double cab, and my mom the same thing. The issue is, I try by all means to appreciate my parents. People should realize that whenever you make it in life, there is a level of blessing that parents release on your life. So remembering where you come from is very important, because at the end of the day, I'll tell you the truth. Parents have got a level of blessing that they can release on you as much as they are happy, appreciating the effort you are putting in your life. So I'll be very honest with you. My parents are comfortable. They're happy. They still stay in Chitungwiza. Well, they have a beautiful house. I will not lie. But they're comfortable. They're happy. Life is good. But as far as myself, MudiwaHood, is concerned, I am a millionaire waiting to happen. I am working towards a goal, and I'm seeing it and I believe it. The moment I visualize it, that's the moment I feel like it's going to manifest in my life. The reason why I wrote this book is definitely not to provoke. It's definitely not to be pompous or cocky. Definitely not. I'm provoking something within the person who's watching me right now to say, you have everything you need in your life within you. That's why I wrote mindset is everything. That's why I wrote mindset is everything. I always tell people, Mr. Arthur, advocate, my brother, you know what? The world will not excuse you, but it will only give you what you negotiate for. I think there was a Garai Mumba concert we had with Prophet Passion. I demanded $5,000 and people said, no, you definitely can't demand $5,000. You're not as good as Japreza. You're not as good as Wingidi. You can't do it. Let me tell you the truth. I have my own price. You have to deal with it. I do not care what the other person is charging. That's none of my business. I have to charge the amount that I am worth. And you know what? We ended up getting $4,000 each, $4,000 each for 15 minutes on stage. That means 7.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes. I made $4,000. That's why I tell people, sometimes instead of you fighting, trolling people, going on social media, writing nonsense, this and that, shut up and make money.
True. You see, as my bank volume is also low. They don't put a lot of noise on their TVs. Why? Because money doesn't like noise.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that. Have you noticed?
Yeah, go on.
Have you noticed that notes? I'll give you an example. Please forgive me. Have you noticed notes like this? Notes like this. Notes like this.
Yeah.
They're not shouting. It's like you can just fold this amount of money. Look, you can fold this amount of money. Right? You can just fold it. It won't make noise. But if you try to do the same with coins, you know what will happen? Coins will make a lot of noise. Coins will make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Coins will make a lot of noise.
So you see, that demonstration it actually speaks volumes about the type of people you've got the notes people and the coins. So it's actually up to you to choose where they're going to be a note or a coin which makes a lot of noise but no value, or a note which doesn't make noise but is serious value. You know, by way of illustration, do you know how much you have to carry in coins for you to have the equivalent of $100?
No, I'm not so sure. But if you have to calculate in kgs, those are a lot of kgs, my brother. Those are a lot of kgs.
Let's talk about the issue of the mindset. You see, we're speaking to many people who are in Zimbabwe. You know, a number of people have been blaming COVID even for why is mindset the secret to making money?
Thank you very much. You know what, advocate? I'll say this loud and clear. Let me just shift my camera a bit so that at least you guys can see me clear.
Yeah.
I'll say this loud and clear. Advocate.
Yes.
There is what you call psycho-cybernetic force. The psycho-cybernetic force is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind operates like a computer.
Yep.
It's garbage in, garbage out.
What you put in.
What you put in is what comes out. So if you are definitely going to absorb negative energy, what comes out is negative energy.
You're right.
Now, being supported by the Bible says that as a man thinketh, so is he.
You're right.
That's why I always tell people that you need to always be positive. If you tell yourself that this moment, things are hard, I can't make it, definitely you will not. Because the Bible says that from the abundance of the heart that wasn't being referred to is the heart, is the mind. From the abundance of the heart speaks. So if the Bible is saying that as the man thinketh, so is he. And it's now saying from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And all that comes out of your mind is negativity. Then that simply means your environment is negative. And what you're oozing out or what you're actually producing is negative. Let me tell you the truth. There is nothing that will ever come out of negativity. So most people, like I said, I'll say this loud and clear for those who want to take this as a nugget. Excuses will always be there, but opportunities will not.
Yep, that's deep.
Excuses will always be there, but opportunities will not. That takes me to the lion attitude, my brother. I'll explain a little bit further. Look at the lion. I think we were talking about it this other day. Look at the lion. The lion is not the fastest animal in the animal kingdom. Definitely not. The cheetah is. The lion is not the biggest animal in the animal kingdom. The elephant is. The lion is not the tallest animal in the animal kingdom. The giraffe is. The lion is not the smartest animal in the animal kingdom. The snake, the hyena is. The lion is not the heaviest, the hippopotamus. Now I ask myself, so what attribute does the lion have to make it a king? Every attribute that a lion possesses, it's not the best, but still it has attitude. That's why I always tell people, you need to have an attitude of a lion. Are we together? I call it the lion attitude. People need to understand that there is no more time to give excuses. In this COVID, there are people who bought cars. There are people who bought houses whilst we are on lockdown. How are they doing it? Do they have 6 eyes? Do they have 12 noses? Do they have 12 noses? Do they have 12 ears? Do they have 6 legs? Definitely not. They have the same eyes that we have. They have the same body parts that we have. We are still giving excuses. Things are hard. I'm in lockdown. Things are hard. I can't make it. I can't make it. I will tell you the truth. I always tell people that I'm the best hip hop artist ever. I was not born to be number 2. And I will not be apologetic about it. Why? The moment I set it right within my spirit and my mind, I will tell you I get it. And right now, I have more awards than any hip hop artist in Zimbabwe. I've got 28. Now, people say we haven't heard your music. I don't care whether you heard my music or not. I push. I push. That's the truth. I don't care whether you heard it or not. I push. Whatever I set my eyes on, I go for it. Whatever it is that I set my eyes on. That's why I always tell people, advocates. Most people, they will rather find an excuse than create an opportunity.
Wow. Wow.
They'd rather find an excuse. There is nothing that was ever achieved at the media. There is nothing that was ever, or nothing that will ever come out of a comfort zone. Most people will blame the government and say the conditions set by the government are wrong, so we can't make money. It's true. But let me tell you the truth. Every government in any world, it's either it takes you down or it brings you up. My point is to say, at the end of the day, I will tell you the truth. I am not connected to any government official, but I am pushing forward. It's now high time we understand that governments in Africa might not favor our goals and visions. But should we sit back and relax and say, no, 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 we needed to do that? Let me tell you the truth. One thing we ought to understand is we have Jesus Christ, the Lord, and his grace is sufficient for us. We need to go forward and understand and operate within the law. I will tell you the truth. The moment you change your mindset to making it, you definitely make it without any excuse. There are people, my brother, who are not in any party, who are buying houses. There are people, my brother, who are not politically correct, who are still buying houses. My point is, like the lion, what attribute do you possess? It might not be the best, but still, what is your excuse? Shut up and make money.
Goma, you know what you mentioned is very important. So the lion cannot change its speed. The lion cannot adjust its height.
It can't.
It can't. The lion can't increase its weight. The lion cannot. Yeah, it can't. But this is one of the secret. It doesn't focus on what it doesn't have. It focuses on what it has, which is why I also think it's very important for our generation to begin to understand that we need to focus more on what we have rather than to overvalue what we don't have and underestimate what we do have. That's actually the secret in terms of this attitude. You know, when I talk about the mindset, you know what the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23? The GNT says something interesting. It says, be careful how you think. That's the Bible. Be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. Be careful. That's the Bible. How you think is connected to the type of life that you have. And I really love how you kept it. Guys, you find these nuggets in this book. This book, yes, Shut Up and Make Money. I want you to grab a copy. We're going to go ahead and go and discuss. People have been asking, where do they get this book? Shut Up and Make Money. I've read it. I've really enjoyed it. So what I want us to do is to hear from Komaudiwa, where people can buy the book. Some people are actually saying that in South Africa, they won't get copies. How can they get access to this book?
Advocate, if you remember what you advised on the book, you told me that I shouldn't put it on Amazon yet because of piracy. I took that advice. I'll be very honest with you, because at the end of the day, if I say shut up and make money, I'm not an exception to be a benefactor or probably be a beneficiary to what I'm teaching in my book. I also need to be making money. One thing that people need to understand in life is, with this book, especially those who are in Zimbabwe, if you find somebody, my whole team Mudiwa, they have these books. We printed almost 10,000 copies.
Wow.
And after printing almost 10,000 copies, what we are simply saying is that if you want to buy the book, you can send your relative, get in touch with me, or get in touch on my social media. My team will be ready to attend to you. And then when you ask them, they'll come get the book. After getting the book, they'll send it to you if you're in South Africa. We'll make arrangements with people who are in South Africa so that at least you can send the book. Right now, it's only in physical copy. It's only on hard copy. It's not yet on a soft copy, or because we are trying to run away from piracy. That's what we are trying to run away from. My big brother here, Advocate, he said to me, Mr. Mudiwa, I love this book, but I don't want you to put it on Amazon or internet yet, because people would just take everything that you have put in the book and just either plagiarize or just read the book, move on. So we are selling copies for those who really want the book. And like I said, it's available. Even if you know Arthur and you still want the book, you can get it.
Yeah, fine.
A close friend of mine.
He's
a very close friend of mine. I'm a debut author. This is my first time writing a book. After encouragement from Arthur saying that, Leo, what you possess is very, very, very deep. You need to put it in a book. So one thing you need to understand that I'm learning a lot from him. He's showing me the path, and he has written over. I was counting that day; they reached up to almost 28, excluding the ones that you write that are A-levels and O-levels. They read your books, and actually, it's within the curriculum of the government. So at the end of the day, I'm learning from you, and I'm getting many directions from you. So I do believe those who have access to Arthur, or probably Arthur will definitely know where to get the book, and it's not a problem. For those who really want the book, please come forward and you actually get the book. The book is crazy, it's nice, and it will provoke a reaction within you. That's what I can probably say. And probably I would say this. Listen up. What you are doing now will determine who you will be in the next 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're going forward and you're driving a car, you are not going to concentrate on the rearview mirror. That is your past. You are going to concentrate on the windscreen. I even mentioned that most people, they are struggling with their past, what they have done in the past, whatever it is that went wrong in the past. Let me tell you the truth. Your background has nothing to do with where you're going. And I'll say it loud and clear. Your background has nothing to do with where you're going. I'll give you an example. Back in the day, there were people in Marara or Salisbury who were saying that we are the cleverest people, we are the most intelligent. But there was a guy from Zimba who came and ruled this country for 37 years, who actually did arts. The guy's name was Robert Mugabe, and Robert Mugabe came from Zimba, Kumusha, Agawea Gatonga, Zimbabwe for 37 years, and he was an art student. When I attended high school, I will tell you the truth, commercial students and physical and science students, they used to look at themselves like, say, you know what, we are the people. But let me tell you the truth. This country has only been ruled by art students. No matter how much we have professors of finance, when they want any bill to be passed, they wait for an art student to sign the bill. An art student. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to stop looking down on people. Whenever you are studying, be it agriculture, be it arts, be it physical science, be it commercials, be it whatever it is, let me be very honest with you. Whatever it is you are doing can make you man. What you need to do is to focus and believe it in your mind that whatever it is that I'm doing right now will get me there. I will tell you the truth. From where I work from, most people ask me, good Mudiwa, what exactly do you do? Ladies and gentlemen, besides me being a musician, I'm a banker. 8 to 5, I'm a banker. I'm a manager at a bank. I'm the head of youth banking. I'm in charge of all youth banking nationwide for a bank in Zimbabwe. Are we together? So it does not mean that I write books and I don't apply the things that I'm actually applying and implementing all these ideas within my workspace. Are we together? And we are doing quite well. Are we together? So one thing you now need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is on this life, who is watching me right now, could be your breakthrough. But you are commenting with them. You don't bother to ask, hi, how are you doing? You don't bother to inbox. The next time you are definitely going to speak to people who are here, who are watching me here. Most of you definitely need a PA to say hi. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, right. Never ever look down on anyone. We all need each other in this life. We all need each other. I will look at my helper who is probably a garden boy. I'll look at my other helper who is a maid. I'll tell you the truth. The direction or the signpost to go to Harare is found in Bulawayo. Yeah. It's not in Harare. The signpost to go to Victoria Falls is in Bulawayo. It's not in Victoria Falls. Meaning, your maid, your helper, your garden boy, your security officer can advise you on things that probably could help you forward. Don't look down on them. accept advice, interrogate it, and move forward. Why I'm saying this is, I'm saying you need to open up all your options in life. Listen to everyone. But when you are now implementing, when you're now doing, really take from those who have that experience. Are we together? Like I said, signpost to Mutare is not in Mutare, but it is in Harare. Meaning those who are in Harare are the ones who direct you to show you that Mutare is that side, not those who are in Mutare. So meaning that might not be a multimillionaire today, but I could show you the way to become a millionaire. I might not have reached where you want to go, but I could be the signpost in Birmingham to show you where London is. I could be the signpost in Brisbane to show you where Sydney is. I could be the signpost in Joburg to show you where Cape Town is. I could be the signpost in New York to show you where Washington, D.C. is. That's what I'm simply saying. To say sometimes when we look at a person, we judge a book by its cover and say, okay, what can you tell me? I've learned so much from Advocate. Are we together? He's younger than me, but I've learned so much from him. He has written more books than me. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm so proud of him. I've heard him. I've seen even those snippets that you do. And I laugh and I tell people that, guys, this is my guy. I'm so proud of him, but I'll tell you the truth.
Thank you.
We feed off each other. You have to have somebody who inspires you. That can be a mentor and a friend. That can be somebody you are. Okay, Arthur, I've heard you say this a lot of times, and I probably have said it probably 1 or 2 times. If you are the richest amongst your clique, where is the inspiration? Where are you getting the inspiration? If you are the most established amongst your clique, all your friends are the ones that feed from you. The truth is, you are in a wrong clique. You're lost. You need to take inspiration from somebody. I would say this, but I'll not go deep. Arthur, you took me to your house. Beautiful house. You built a beautiful house in a very flashy suburb. And I said to myself, you know what? This man, when he speaks, he's not speaking and picking lives and experience. He's speaking from his experience. He's speaking things that he actually live in. So I was so proud, and I said, okay. You see the background, it's his house. Not like he's a tenant, it's his house. So I rather listen to you. I rather feed from you. I rather take that from you, because I know you are living what you are teaching us. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, for those who really want to buy the book, this book is not going to be bought by a person who has got second thoughts. This book is about making a decision whether you want to change your life or not. Because I emphasized on mindset is everything. If you are tired of being poor, this is the right book that you're supposed to be reading. This book is not going to tell you that if you say, I receive in church, I receive $1 million, you definitely be rich. Definitely not. You need to put in the work. You definitely need to put in the work. You put in the work. There will not be miracles for things. If there was miracles to being rich and everything, I will tell you the truth. God could have just said, you know what, all Christians be rich. Do you know that you can be a Christian and be very poor and be holy? Because God, Marara cheated baba. Avaita zokucheata zaje. Kana usingashanda usingatsvaga mari, Mwari anongokuropafadza pamoya. Vobva wasiya zvimwe zvinopedzerana. So at the end of the day, you need to master it.
You know, come on. What you're saying is what I think many people are trying to avoid. The Bible says good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. I think that's Proverbs 21:5. Good planning. It didn't say good prayer. It said good planning. It says good planning and hard work, meaning there is a combination of 2 things. Number one, you actually need to sit down and plan. Then after planning,
Arthur, whilst you are there, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail.
100%.
So either way, you are making plans. If you are failing to plan, you are actually planning to fail. So the Bible can then be qualified that good planning will lead to prosperity. Because one thing you need to understand, if you are failing to plan, you are planning to fail. You can go for it. You can go.
And, you know, the next part is saying good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. It also says hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. So you see, one thing you're writing in this book, we're simply saying there is no shortcut to success. In fact, there's a statement that you make.
There is no elevator to success.
No
Definitely
elevator.
not. You have to take the stairs. I'll give you an example. The reason why it did not work for Adam is because Adam was born an old man. Adam was, I just woke up being an old man with so many responsibilities. But Jesus Christ understood those weaknesses. And what did he do? He went through all the steps.
Massive.
He became a baby. Went to 12 years, 16 years and everything. That's why we say Jesus, the second Adam, was more prosperous and he achieved everything in his assignment here on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no elevator to success. Are we together? No. If you want to make it in life, you need to go through the other. I'll tell you this.
You're right.
I don't know if I could probably say. There are a lot of people who say, you know what? You realize at the end of the day, you would have bought a stand here, Maple. This is the truth. This is the truth. So there is definitely no shortcut to success. There's no elevator to success. You have to go through the steps. And also probably I'll add on advocate. Most people probably won't understand. I'm a musician too, and I sing about Christ. The Bible says that seek ye first, Matthew 6 verse 33. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And all these other things shall be added unto you. What did I do? I fasted. I started singing about Christ. I started preaching Christ. I was seeking the Lord. And after I was done, when I drive fancy cars, these are the things that God is saying, all these other things shall be added unto you. So at the end of the day, we might also come here and lie to each other. The Bible says, Job 22 verse 21, now acquaint thyself in the Lord and be at peace, and a good thing shall come to you. So most people need to understand, as much as we say there's no shortcut to success, you also need to master the foundation. You also need to master the principles that can actually have you have a blessing that carries no sorrow with it. And at the same time, you know, it's pretty funny that most Christians believe that because they fear God, they are entitled to being rich. Let me tell you the truth, you die very poor and very quick.
And bitter.
You die very poor, quick, and bitter. Jesus Christ will give you the grace. For everything. He'll give you the grace for everything. But the work is left for you to do. Go into the market, sell. Do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. And I'll tell you the truth. God, you will not be embarrassed. But the moment you believe that if you speak tongues, things will just automatically work. My brother, my sister, let me be very honest with you. Lockdown revealed to you that most of the time we used to rely on other people's anointing. God closed down the whole world and showed you that it is between me and you. Some people could not believe they can make it or do anything without a pastor. God closed down the whole world. And you were left with your mom and dad in your house, locked down. Meaning, relationship with God, personal relationship with God is very important, and it is no substitution. I was talking to people that it's funny how a lot of people, it's funny how a lot of people would give excuses to say, God, I cannot worship you right now because I have a Manchester United game to watch. God, I want to watch Ferrari race cars. I might not have time to go to church. And you know what God did? He locked down. When we had a lockdown, everything was stopped. There was no football. There was nothing else. There were no movies. There was nothing. Everything shut down. Now, it was left for a person to then realize that, you know what, in this life, everything can go down and shut.
So true.
The relationship with God becomes very important. And now when we were in lockdown, you'd be surprised there are a lot of people who actually bought cars, they bought houses, invested in a lot of shares, properties, did a lot of things. Whilst you are home, you're at home. The things that you probably have bought so many times is airtime and data. To watch people shouting at each other. I wonder, advocate, I really wonder, why is it that Africans, we are so excited to see people fighting? What value is it adding to your life? What is it that is adding to your life? You want to watch people shouting at each other. You want to watch people trolling at each other. You want to watch people fighting and doing this. And it's eating your money. It's eating your data. It's spending all your data that you have. Let me tell you the truth. You are making a bad investment.
Right.
It's a bad investment. A very bad one. If you put data in your phone, look for something that will add value in your life, enriching your mind, developing yourself to say, you know what, I would rather go to listen to advocates when he speaks about other decisions that can help me make money. That's what makes a lot of sense. But you rather go watch people fight on social media. After you go watch people fight, you are excited, you are happy, but you are broke. You remember the quote that you took from, that you posted on Twitter to say that most people will get broke trying to please people.
Repeat that word.
I'll say it again.
Yeah, repeat it.
Most people will go broke trying to please broke people.
You're right.
Yes. Anotoshuira akuti anta murombo wese agara ana mari otsvaga tushoma twemari itwotu oita broke foot kuti afadze vamwe ari broke.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I always say it on my social media. If we don't get along and you don't like what I speak, don't like what I say, I block you. And I'll tell you the truth. Remember, I spoke about the psycho-cybernetic force, your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
I don't do well in negativity. I'll tell you the truth. I'm like a fish. If you take me out of the water, I probably would die.
You're right.
So the water to me is positive energy. The moment I feel like there's negative energy, I block and move. Are we together?
Yeah.
I block and move. So when people say this and that, this and that, I'll tell you the truth. I just block you and I move on with my life, because I will set my mind and my mindset on a goal that is very positive, to such an extent that the energy that I require for me to be successful is positive energy. Only.
You're right. You're right. You see, I like how you're very selective as to who you surround yourself with. You know, one person once said, if you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be number 10. And
with no excuses, you'll be the 10th one.
People are asking, where can they get the books? I want you to share that, because right now, after this show, I want you to grab a copy. Guys, you don't want to know how much Mudiwa charges to do what he's doing, and also how much I charge to do what we're doing. You see, many people watch these things on Facebook, they think it's free. No, it's not. We charge good money to be on stage. But right now, in just a book, you get to experience all the ideas, which is why I want you to invest in a couple of these books. So, come on. People are asking if they're in Australia, where can they get the book? If they're in the United Kingdom, where can they get the book? If they're in the United States, where can they get the book? In South Africa, where can they get the book? And if they're in Zim, where can they get this book?
Okay. At this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the books right now, we have decentralized the process. What we have managed to do is, for now, whilst we are actually thinking of a way of making sure that everybody who's watching us, everybody who wants to read the book, will access the book. For now, like I said, all my Facebook pages, all my Instagram pages, all my Twitter pages or handles, if you want the book, please come forward. Tell us, inbox me. Mr. Mudiwa, I want to buy a book. I have a team of publicists. I have a team who are looking 24/7 on my handles to actually attend to you. They'll give you a number that you can actually call for the book. And I'll probably repeat the number. I'll give you the number for those who would want the book. The number is 0772 95 770. If you want the book here in Zimbabwe, you call this number 0772 95 770. 0772 95 770. Most of the time, I don't have this phone. So if you call, you might not get to talk to me, but you get the book. Are we together? 077295770.
95770.
Yes, that's the number. The number on your screen. That's the number. That's the number. The number on your screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who really want the book, you can call on that number, text on that number, WhatsApp on that number. I'm sure my guys will attend to you, then they will probably. For those who want to sign the book, if I happen to be close, to be honest with you, I'll definitely sign for you. Today, I actually signed for a few people who bought the book. Look, I don't know if you guys can see this. I was in BlueWhale
on Twitter. Yeah, I saw this on Twitter. BlueWhale.
Yes, and also this guy bought 2 books.
Nice one.
This guy bought 2 books.
Yeah.
And there is a lady from Kadoma. This one is from BlueWhale. Also, I was in BlueWhale yesterday. Yesterday I sold over 136 books. And remember, the book was not yet launched, but they just heard about it. Like, we want to buy the book, I sold 136 books. And these guys, they are writing to me saying that, you know what, Mudiwa? This is exactly what I was looking for in the book.
Yeah.
I am happy. I've managed to find what is it that I wanted. Most people advocate. They have everything that they need to make money. What they don't realize is they just need that. They need to be ignited. At the same time, they need to be reminded, awakened, because they feel like, do you realize that low self-esteem and lacking confidence can be a very big factor to you not making money?
Yeah.
You might have all the ideas and fail to present the ideas to a person who is your breakthrough. And they will not have the confidence to say, you know what, I can not invest my money in this thing.
Yeah.
But you have all the ideas, everything. So in this book, I also speak about confidence. In this book, I also speak about accepting yourself and forgiving yourself in everything that you do.
Lovely, lovely. I'm actually seeing it. So, Ngoma, people are saying you should come back for another show. The feedback is so amazing. And guys, I'm going to talk to Mudiwa to come back, but I want you to do something. I want you to invest in a copy of this book. You see, one of the things, what I tell people, I'm a guy who gets paid to read. That's my job. I read and I speak. That's actually how I do it. Meaning, grab a good book. We wrote this book. Read it, memorize it. You know what I'm saying? Then when you memorize, go and speak. And you appear to be the smartest. And I think the wisdom that I've shared in this book, I really enjoyed it. And people are actually clamoring for part 2. So we're going to do part 2, but I want you to show your support. I asked Mudiwa to come here, and I asked him not to charge. So I want you to show your support, invest in a copy of the book. I'm going to persuade him so that we can do part 2 of this, and we get into more details and get to see how you can actually change your life. But you see, I'm seeing the feedback really, really encouraging to getting to see.
And you know what, Advocate?
Yeah.
Probably, yes, definitely. I'll come to your request. I'll come. You have helped me in a lot of ways. I'll definitely come. I don't think it will be an issue, even if it's next week. You can just tell me what time we're supposed to do this, and they can choose whatever topic it is that we can explore on. I don't think I have a problem. But I just need to say to people, they need to understand this. Poverty is not the absence of money or materials. It is a mindset.
That's true.
Poverty is a mindset. It is not a status.
You're right.
Are we together?
You're right.
So
You're right.
the moment you understand that poverty is not the absence of money or material things, poverty is a mindset. It is a mindset. Yes, it's a mindset.
Someone once said you can take all the money from all the rich people, give it to the poor. Soon, the poor, those guys who were poor, will still go back to the guys from whom you took all the money, because it's a way of thinking and a way of doing things. So guys, we've put again the number on the screen. I want you to inbox that number, go on the various platforms for MudiwaHood, inbox and grab your copy. I got mine autographed. Very inspirational. I really loved the message. So I want you to do that, then invest in a copy. By tomorrow, grab a copy. And once you grab a copy, start reading. You see, one of the things that has changed my life in Nkoma is I read. I listen to wisdom, words of wisdom.
I loved how you said. I loved how you said I get paid to read. It's big stuff on cocky, arrogant, but it's the reality. It's the truth.
I get paid to read. I'm a lawyer, Nkoma. I read. I get paid. I am a speaker. So if you're going to invite me to speak on any topic, I just read this book. The next thing, I go there, I just bath, I look good. The next thing, I'm flowing. So money is a result of value. I think that's one thing people need to understand. Money is a result of value. When you add value to yourself, money pursues you. But I think many people don't want to add value. And somehow I think they want to experience money. So Nkoma, give people your social media handles. I know some people, they're already following you, and I want more and more people to follow you, your posts, and to be able to see what you have to offer.
Those who would want to follow me on Facebook, my page it's MudiwaHood, MudiWA, and HOOD. Those who want to follow me on Twitter, I follow. It's Twitter handle is MudiwaHood. Everything is MudiwaHood. If you go on Google and type MudiwaHood Facebook, MudiwaHood handles, you will find all of them, all of the handles. You find all of them. And also, Mr. Advocate,
yeah,
I'm quite happy that we had to do the launch and speak about the book on social media.
Yeah,
let me tell you the truth. I even wrote about it in my book that social media is no longer a playground.
You're right.
Social media is no longer, it's a make it or break it platform now.
You're right.
There are people who are choosing to kill their careers through nudity, leaking of nudes and stuff like that. And there are people who are choosing to make more money. Do you realize that the person who founded Facebook is a billionaire?
You're right.
Yet you are here, you are actually losing money and not gaining any cent. Yet the person who actually discovered or found this Facebook, he's a billionaire. So I tell people on social media to say that one thing you need to understand with social media, there is what you call as social capital.
You're right.
Social capital, that's when we then look at how your social influence can actually help you, are we together? Can actually help you develop yourself, probably make money, whatever it is. Most people do not invest in social capital. In social capital. One thing you need to understand is reputation is best protected than recovered. Reputation is best protected than covered. Reputation is capital.
That's true.
Reputation is capital. With all the loud noise that I've made as a musician, as whatever, this and that people call me, I'll tell you the truth, I'm scandal free. Because I know that reputation is where my money is.
Yeah, that's true.
Where my money is. So in the book, I also explained about reputation. I also explained about that, and I also explained depth. I also explained in depth about social capital. So whilst you're here on social media, you would rather network than trash talk people. Are we together?
Right. You're right.
You'd rather network than trash talk people. And Mr. Arthur, I would make time. If I say I'll be free, I'll be lying. But whenever you request me to be here, I would definitely make time. I don't think it will be a problem, because I also appreciate we are now around, we are roughly around 500 people. I really appreciate you calling me to actually launch my book on your page. And I think those who didn't know me, they've actually realized the other side of me, to say, you know what, probably Mudiwa talks 1 or 2 cents, probably. Well, I might not say.
So, guys, you heard him. We'll be coming back. I want you to post the topics you want us to speak in the next program. I'll invite him. He said he's going to be available so that you can learn, you can benefit. And we're back on Wednesday, this time on my other page, Attorney Arthur Marara. We're starting what we call Legal Wednesdays. I'll be answering legal questions for free.
Wow.
So go to Attorney Arthur Marara, just follow it, like it, then inbox your questions. We'll be answering. So I think this is my way also for giving back. You know, God has been gracious and very faithful. So now I'll give an hour, just an hour to get to help people. And those who have not followed this page, please follow so that you don't miss out next time you come. My guest today has been a brother, a friend in Inspiration, MudiwaHood. Thank you so much. And today, many people really appreciate that this live has really inspired them and challenged them. Hoping the next one is going to inspire them further as well. So guys, in the background, we'll see you next week. Oh, Wednesday rather. Thank you so much. I love the song. It's my favorite. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I think I could probably do something for the audience. I could probably do something for the audience.
Do something
let me do something. Give me 2 seconds. Let me do something for the audience.
It's okay. Thank you so much.
Let me do something for them.
Thank you so much.
Let me do something for your audience.
Sure.
I'm sure they will appreciate it and love it.
Anyway, there's a performance which is now coming. That's the benefit of being part of Barcelona platforms, where you've got wonderful people like Nkomamdi who are here. So I can see the comments there, very exciting. So those who don't want to be part and parcel of the Legal Wednesdays, Marara just pinned the comment there by Michelle. So just type this page at Tony Marara. Then Legal Wednesdays should be able to experience and get to see more how you can benefit from some of the basic information you can find in the legal circles. So yeah, so just go to the page, follow it and like it. And today, I think you've been inspired, you've been challenged. Shut up, make money. So if you missed the first bit of this live, I want you to go back and start watch it over again. I can guarantee you that this is going to inspire. It's different from some of the live that you usually watch. This one, the purpose is to challenge you, to grow you, to develop you, and to stretch you. Realizing that, like it's been said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Yes.
Are we ready?
We are ready, Goma. Over to you.
Yangu lepino nererwa ndokesa minera water first class temple life rako sitonya sofura ndisujuta ndaita mari ndinobwera chingostoko sare twinya panahari vamwe venyu makutobvunda tikuziva haisi pari gore rino mabudzi azowira muneno hari ndadatipurisakana fona nozozvonzi akudada nemhene dziri mhuka ini ndini yatoka yangu pilo ndeyeleza mapijama ndeyeprada namazviki kana muhope kana topatika muto kuita mari una jesu hamba dzangu tochigayo kangosvika munhu wese sechigenzi tapekwasha anodiwa bvunza vese ana mai ukazorora chimbogaya unotourayirwa nyama yehwai ndiritina mwari ndaita mari ndiritina mwari okay, ndaita mari Advocate, are you there? Lift it up.
Yes,
It's funny talks that young women are poor. You don't see my visions because your contract is poor. My contracts are weird. My contracts are wonder. My soul got the head to get boots. Yagakura. I'm the equivalent of David and the reckoning, but I'm slinging down on stones from a gold chain. You really hate parallel state. Spiritually, I feel dead. So Maria Careba was a Mariro. ATM got on the Batama. Maria Careba. I call it long story. Nigga, pin down my bed. On the Paraputi Depunir. Survive up on the Maris Munya. Who went to the Nara Costireva Munya. Naita Mari. I to get talk about it. Sanitary now listen to the best part. Yeah. All right. Put your body. Somebody put me on a bank account. Take a summer handsy. We overcrowded. I'm my walk on some more money. I'm married to Bogaya. And I guess on that I'm removed to Fumi Uzonaya. Don't carry them on the satellite dish. So much money in my jeans. They don't get in my hips. Young Marine, my name and Ganyara no tower. Only problem that I got really loud is the Bonesiwe Mudiwa. Avanaka na touch like this half. It's down to the half past. I'm never see what to document. Anyone was everybody in the Senate. After the holiday, the piece of Muspishaya and I just to remain. Sanitary. Advocate, yes. Well, the good thing we just need to give your followers and fans a performance. You know, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm in my and remember when you came here. Sure. It's also good to invest in what you really love. For those who want to see, this is my studio. I'm at my house. This is my studio, and it's quite big. It's a very big studio. For those who see, it is everything. And so, Advocate, thank you so much. I don't know how I can thank you, but I had a great time with your fans. I had a great time with your followers. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. For those who want to follow me, social media is MudiwaHood. Facebook is MudiwaHood. Instagram is MudiwaHood. Everything is MudiwaHood. And Advocate, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And the reason why I sang a song called Ndaitamari. Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Even I'm driving to Mutare or this other place, I listen to songs that shape me, songs that speak to my mind, things that I want to be in life. So, let me tell you the truth. Accidents is not your portion. They are not your portion. You need to also understand that there are some type of music that you don't need to be listening to. I'll give you an example. There's a song called Hatina Mushapanika Hatifari Kuvapano Zino Faza Mwea Edu. I'm not going to confess things that I don't believe in.
Right.
Slaves who were in bondage composed those songs. And yet you are asking God, I need a house. And yet you are saying, still, I don't have a house here. This is not my home. My point is to say, you need to walk what you are speaking. You need to walk in your beliefs. So understand that your belief system will shape who you are.
That's
your
true.
belief system will shape who you are. So my music is positive.
Amen.
I'm not trying to be talking when I say Ndaitamari. Take the words on them.
You're right.
On the words and speak them.
That's true.
Trust me, these things will manifest in your life. When I wrote this song, I'll tell you the truth, I was still staying in my mother's house.
Wow.
I was 26 years old, staying in my mother's house with nothing. But I'll tell you the truth, it's different now. all these words that I spoke in the song, they manifested and they become a reality in my life. I'll be very honest. So my point is to say, one thing you need to understand and master in your life, even the music you listen to should not leave you low, heartbroken. Everything that shape your mind towards the goals and the vision that you actually have. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a vision, someone is going to hire you to fulfill theirs.
Yeah, true.
Somebody hear me? If you don't have a vision, someone is going to hire you to fulfill their vision. Are we together? So in life, if you believe you are amount to something and you want to go for it, even the music you listen to, it's the music that should leave you motivated. Are we together? Motivated to do something. Be inspired. Are we together? Yes. So there are types of songs that I personally don't listen to because I don't want to be always sad and looking low, and because I work in positivism. Are we together?
You're right.
Thank you very much, Advocate. You know, I'm grateful. Some of us, we were born to talk. If you don't stop us, trust me, we will just be talking.
Guys, we're now going behind the scenes. We'll see you next week. So, guys, we'll catch up next week. Thank you so much for watching this.